Hello, hello. My chat is already lit. I see y'all in here. Look, I got some new members. I got some super chats. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Lali. Thank you so much. Go ahead and put them aliens in the chat, and we are about to get started right now.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
What's up, squad? What's up? Come on in the room. I know y'all ready. Shout out to all my members in here. I see y'all. Shout out to my subscribers in here. I see y'all. Jun just made it home for work. Daniel Baker already claiming TGIF. I see y'all. Come on. I see Facebook is in the building. I see y'all. Let me see. Wait, I don't see no Facebook, y'all better say something. Hey, Daniel Barker. What's up, Christine? Hey, Kiana. I love it. Shout out to my mods in the building. Princess AGC Patterson. I see everybody is in here. Where is Puffy's mom? Okay, look. So, I wasn't planning on going live today. So this is like a just kind of like an open kind of hot topics kind of live. And I just threw some stuff together because, I like to come on and hang with the squad because we had such a good time yesterday and last night, man. We was on Patreon for 2 hours last night. So I'm like, well, I may as well come on live today. And so I was planning on coming on live earlier. And then I got caught up in these streets. I got caught up in these Atlanta streets, and so it got later and later. And I had made a promise to y'all that I would give y'all an hour to get ready. So by the time I made my thumbnail and posted it, it was 9, so 9:30, 10ish, and so here we are at 11 o'clock. But welcome to the ATLien live show. We got a cute little lineup for y'all tonight. We're gonna talk about. What we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about Peter and Apollo. We talked about it briefly the other day, but Wendy Williams had to mention, our boys over on the Wendy Williams show. So I gotta piggyback on it because Apollo and Peter, those are my men. No, I'm just kidding. Apollo and Peter, I love me some Apollo and Peter around here. And then we have Kenya Moore. Since we haven't really talked about her too much, and I still haven't watched Speak on It. However, Team Twirl is in their feelings, and after the Speak on It, they have created a petition. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to also talk about this lady right here. Hold on, let me fix my green screen. What's going on with my green screen? Hold on. Let me fix that, honey. Okay. Oh, y'all like my outfit? Fashion Nova curve, okay. But anyways, we're going to talk about that lady right there, which is Angela Stanton King. And y'all remember I did a video about Angela Stanton when she was running for Congress, and I kept on telling her, y'all, nobody in Atlanta was gonna vote for that lady, and they didn't. And so she's still around, she's still making waves, but now she in the news about some other drama, but we're gonna talk about that as well. Now let me see what y'all talk about in this chat while I change my background really quickly. Okay, there I am. Okay. You said what Team Twirl posted for? Child, Team Twirl and saw how influential Nene Leaks' change.org petition was. And so they have gotten on the horn and they have said, we gonna do it too. And so we're gonna break down this petition really quickly. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with them since we always, I always end with the Housewives, but I'm gonna start with them today because some of these topics gonna be long as heck. And I might try something different and take some calls in between. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But so here is, hold on, let me share the screen really quickly. This long ass petition they done wrote. I told you they be copying, Team Twirl be copying. They have placed Speak on it, and they said give Kenya Moore and Portia Williams truthful edits on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So apparently, again, I haven't watched Speak on it, so I guess y'all will correct me. But apparently, Kenya is claiming that she is getting a bad edit and Portia is getting a good edit this season, even though she running around and telling people that, Portia slept with Bolo. So according to the petition, it reads, and I quote, as fans of Kenya Moore from the hit Bravo series The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we enjoy watching reality television to see the actual reality of the cast members. That tickled me. They want to see reality. Oh, okay. They want to see the reality to cast members we relate to the most. While there is always going to be conflict for story and entertainment purposes, we know as fans when something is organic, raw, and truthful. Portia Williams is not. I did not tell y'all yesterday. Let me make myself big for this. Did not tell y'all yesterday that they was going to be trying to drag Portia. Did not tell you that the alliance was coming to Portia. Y'all need to pay attention to what I be telling you now. Now they done started a damn petition. A damn petition about Portia. Hold on, we're going to read some more. Let's read some more. Hold on, let me put it back in here. When it comes to the last few seasons of RHOA, the ratings certainly may reflect that viewers see through the manipulated storylines as the show is down year to year in both overall viewership and 18 to 49 demographic. Oh, so now they admit that the ratings are down. Now they admit it. And, originally they were saying that this is the best season ever. It is great. It is so entertaining because Kenya is carrying the season. Now, Team Twirl been watching and they see that it is down year to year in both overall viewership and the 18 to 49 demographic. This has led to a new spin on the 18 to 35 demographic and giving favorable bias to a particular cast member who may appeal to that age range for her youthful, bubbly, fun, yet surface presence that has also served as a liability to cast and performance of the series. So basically, they're saying that Portia's bubbly, fun personality is more of a target than Kenya's mean, nasty, spiteful personality. Is that what it is? I know y'all can hear me. Turn your damn volumes up. Y'all can't hear me? Let me see what y'all saying. See, it's always one troll in the chat talking about can't hear. I know y'all can hear. But anyway, you said Candy said it was still number one of the franchise. Okay, Facebook, Shauna said they went down because Bolo is gone. It only spiked for 2 weeks. It didn't even spike for 2 weeks. It only spikes for 1 week. And now they back to where they were. Okay. Now, hold on. You said make the comments bigger. Okay, hold on. Let me do that for you. But wait, I got to read first. I got to finish reading. So it also goes on to say, let me put it back in the thing. Hold on. It also goes on to say, with her television persona being protected against her transparent actions as revealed on 2 episodes of Candy Burris's YouTube series Speak on It. You see how they gave Candy that plug, honey? Key moments of the show are allegedly being left on the cutting room floor for a cast member whose soapbox performances don't match her on and off-screen actions. The exploitation of the Black Lives Matter movement and Breonna Taylor for a reality television storyline is less than favorable. Even more inexcusable is the manipulation of that storyline by producers. If you're going to capture the plight of Black Americans for a television series, then do it authentically. Have they been lurking? Team Twirl. Have y'all been lurking over here? You said that sounds exactly like Kenya. Okay. Have y'all been lurking? We've been telling y'all that, but see, y'all don't want to say Nene's name in association with this. Now, all of a sudden, it's production. They are doing this to manipulate Kenya and make her look bad. Child. Somebody said Don Juan wrote it. Child. I don't know. Hold on. Let me make these comments bigger for y'all. Let me see how you do it first. I don't know how to do it yet. Let me go back. I have to do that in a minute, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Debonair said, well, this simply proves that Portia is in charge of the girls in Nene's absence. Okay, I told y'all. I keep telling y'all. Now, let me finish reading. Let me go ahead and finish reading this. You know, they was pretty wordy. Done one and the Team Twirl people were pretty wordy. It said, if there were full context, that would have shown a cast member's motives or intentions as disingenuous towards the movement because she wanted so acknowledgement and praise for the Black Lives Matter movement on the Real Housewives of Atlanta platform and should have been seen and left to the discretion of the viewing audience, not for production to ignore and continue to push her quote unquote activism for solely storyline purposes. This is our run on because she doesn't have anything else to contribute this season. Now, Team Twirl, we already know that look, Kenya makes herself look bad. I'm just trying to figure out why are they targeting y'all act like Portia is in charge of editing. It would seem like Candy got more power with the editing than Portia do, but that's just my opinion. But now that she been on speak on it twice and spoke on it twice and accused production twice, I guess, Candy is all behind it. And now they have gotten together to decide that, let's get Portia. Let's get Portia. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me put it back up here. Long and lengthy. How many more paragraphs we got, Lord? Okay, also, the truthful reveal of her hurtful lies against other cast members would have also been appreciated by long-standing fans. It's very transparent, and we're honestly sick of the dumbed-down editing. Why would Bravo / Truly Original even need to spin this cast member's image? Are they that desperate for an 18 to 35 key demo that doesn't even bring a 1.0 rating, promoting a woman who doesn't even fit the demographic at 39 plus? Portia Williams has allegedly had sex with producers. Producers? Where they going with this? They saying she done had sex with producers? OMG, Kenya, you are really doing the most. Okay, they are really doing the most. Let me finish reading this before I look. She's allegedly had sex with producers to keep her status on the show, made rape and drug allegations against her co-stars, and perpetuated the lie on national television with the reply, "I'm sorry." She has also physically assaulted 3 women on the series and attempted to assault 2 more. Is she not a liability? Okay, done one. Every story desires a hero and a villain. Kenya Moore has undeservedly been labeled as the show villain for far too long, just to title someone else as the star of the show. Therein lies the problem. They are pissed off that Kenya has been acting a fool all this time, and she still can't get that centerpiece. She still, all Kenya get is cookies and nasty toes from colorist Claudia Jordan. But let me finish. This is, after all, a reality, not a 2-dimensional scripted series. Therefore, we ask as fans that Kenya Moore, and in fact all of the women, are represented in a truthful light with authentic stories, not use real-life crisis and current events as fodder to rebrand someone's image. Allow these women to be shown as fully rounded human beings and not continue to drive stereotypes of how production wants them to be. Stereotypes, anyone, y'all hearing all of this? Are y'all hearing this? Is this not what we've been talking about all season long? Now all of a sudden when it comes to Kenya, they want to say that Bravo is labeling them some kind of way. He says, so what is Kenya's authentic story? I think Kenya's we don't know, because we still don't believe she married, but they didn't mention that in this tirade of a change.org petition. Now let me go ahead and get through this last little bit. Allow these women to be shown as fully rounded human beings and not continue to drive stereotypes of how production wants them to be. Now this is in bolded, allow the raw footage of to be shown in regards to Portia Williams and her activism so that viewers have full context of what her intentions are and stop making other cast members the scapegoat for her damaging behavior. Everyone on this show deserves a fair, honest edit, and we as fans deserve to see the truth. And they didn't put Joy Chen's information on here. They didn't put Glenda Hirsch information on here. Honey, they got phone numbers, email addresses. Child, it is a mess. It is a whole mess. We didn't do all that. Did we do all that for Nene Leakes? Did we put people's phone numbers up there and had them call? This is the same thing Kenya did that year when she was fired, when she had people walking in front of Bravo offices with them damn pickets. Y'all forgot. I told you, Michelle, we know who wrote this. Don One wrote this. Kenya has a lot to do with this too. Candy, wow, this is so unprofessional. Why hasn't Portia been on Speak On It? Probably because she don't want to, because she knows Candy is spinning a narrative. Why is it? Y'all need to ask this question. This is the question you need to ask. Why is Candy the only one of the housewives who has a platform to spew the narrative? Why is it that, remember back in the day when housewives, all of them were able to share how they felt about an episode? They would all write their blog posts. Every Monday we would get a little blog post from all the women. Now we got Candy speak on it right afterwards, and it's like Candy invites them on there as if she is the head BIC, the head BIC. What's up with that? Why everybody don't have no YouTube channel? Why everybody not going live to tell us how they feel? I want to know. Exactly. They wrote those blogs. Where the blogs at? We need the blogs. I want to know. Look. Do we know how Drew feel? Do we know how Cynthia feel? Hell, we don't know how none of them feel. All we know is this edited version of, Kenya and whoever else goes on Candy's platform, and Don One and DJ A1. It's interesting. It is interesting. But that's all I got for them, child. That's all I got for them. What y'all think? Y'all think that they gonna run Portia off? Because Portia then posted pictures talking about deuces and everything, and she looked like she over it. However, she is the queen bee. She is in the center, so I'm assuming she can stand the heat. Debonair said, to be honest, this is just sad. They really did all this because Portia is the fan favorite. Be clear. Without Portia, what's left? Right. Who would they have to go at? Nene's gone. They can't battle with her. Tanya, then flown the coop. They can't battle with her. Hell, Marlo's still there, but hell, she just said her own dirt. And right now, it seems like she clean cut since she caring for the kids. They can't talk about her allegedly being a madam anymore. What do they have left? Shout out to Slay for joining as a new member. You said Kenya already told on herself when she named platforms she'll talk to. She'll talk to anyone that gives her attention. Okay. They need to run Candy and Kenya off. Okay. Miss Jack said Ken is planning her exit. You think so? Well, I don't know. So let me move on to the next topic. Who wants to call in? Let me see. Put ones in the chat if you want to call in and talk about this petition really quickly. Put two if you want me to move on. Hey, Hilda Hearts, welcome back, Hilda Hearts. We digress. Okay, we digress. You said 1-1. Oh, you want to call in? You better call in if I put this thing in there. Okay. Hold on. Call in link. Hold on. Let me put it in the chat. Hold on. Somebody said 2. Move on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Well, I'm put the link in there just for now. And y'all, if y'all call in, please stay on topic. That's been an issue. You saying 2, move on. Okay. Let me move on. So, apparently, let's go to, I love me some Peter and Apollo. I'm trying to get them both back on eventually soon, maybe one day, who knows. But Peter and Apollo have been in the news. We talked about them the other day. They trying to start their little entrepreneurial ventures. Peter has been, around Atlanta. He say he got some things in the works. He got some surprises going on. So Peter showed this little clip of he and Apollo, and everybody talk about Apollo sweatpants, but
this house.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we partnering in the flip home in Atlanta.
All day.
All right.
New thing.
And that's some shit that we're gonna be flipping houses. My architectural style is hustle.
All day.
We're getting ready to kill them.
Kill them. Turn this thing all the way around.
Here we go.
Make y'all believer.
That's
Show
right.
y'all how to get this money.
That's right.
All day.
Okay. Now, what are the haters gonna say, Apollo?
When you pull up in
they don't want to see us shine.
No,
what
not
are
at
they
all.
Gonna say?
They're gonna keep trying to put their foot on my neck. Guess
Yes.
what? No more.
No more.
No more, baby.
And it's all legit. Go ahead.
See, Peter had to make sure y'all know it is all legit. Don't be calling them no scammers. They are doing this legit. They're investing in properties, they're rehabbing them, and they're reselling them for a profit. He also left a comment and he said, "This journey is incredible. When you're a winner, all you want to do is win. This should be your motivation of the day. Scared money don't make no money." Well, he says scared money makes no money, but it's scared money don't make no money. We know how that is. We talk about that all the time with our little stock market stuff. Scared money don't make no money. So apparently Wendy Williams was talking about it, and they said, I guess she said it was a cute idea. Everybody loves Peter and Apollo. I don't know her exact commentary, but I think she mentioned something about them being single. So Peter and Apollo both responded to what she said. Hold on, let's see what they said in the response. And Peter was pretty tipsy. They was both leaving the strip club. It looked like he misspelled Onyx, but here he and Apollo are again hanging out in the ATL. He said late night shit, leaving Onyxy. It's late. I apologize. And he tagged the Wendy show. And here's what they said. Oops, I can't hear it. Can y'all hear that? Wait a minute. I got it on mute. Bill.
Okay.
What we saying?
Wendy.
Please
Big
stop. No, big shout out. No, big shout out. Super big shout out.
Fuck you gonna say please stop, my nigga?
No.
Fuck is
No, I got you. No.
Yeah,
Much
okay.
love.
All right.
Much love.
Okay, let me start off with Wendy. Thank
Let
you.
him coordinate it.
Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you because we're not even on that shit. And we on that shit. Okay? I'm gonna say this to you. It's legit. Because I hear your jokes, but I hear your compliments also. Okay? All right?
No love. But much love. No, listen. I got something to say. Like I got
wrong with Apollo?
No. Let me voice my opinion real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Wendy, it's super dope. Today, when I heard that, I was like, okay, there she go. Whatever. But this solid right here. Super solid. Super solid.
And by the
I'm
way,
not single though.
And by the way, he's not single.
Not at all.
Let me get a little kissy.
You're
Not at all.
not single. Kissy behind me. Yeah. If I said I was single too, I would be lying because I'm not. Okay. Yeah. But ain't no kissy tonight. Okay. Kiss to you, Wendy. Love you, baby. Okay.
So
Wendy.
hold on. Oh wait.
Please stop. No, big shout out. No, big shout out. Super big shout out.
Fuck you gonna.
So yeah, for all of y'all who thinking that Apollo is single, he is not. In fact, Shireen went on her Instagram and she made a point of telling all of y'all who is the queen in the household. She said, bitch, he far from single. So she wants y'all to know that Apollo is spoken for. And yeah, there's that. So yes, she's the same person from before. Y'all so wrong. And then somebody said, I talked to Peter earlier today. I probably get him on later next week or something. But Not the kissy, the Wendy. Exactly. So yeah, Apollo's not single. Peter said he's not single either. And at the end of the day, they are entertaining. They are flipping houses. They are, businessmen doing business. So y'all, he said they not married. That's true. If you're not married, you single. If you're not married, you single. J Farm D said she's a dummy. He's Where is Phaedra? Where is Phaedra? Over there on Bigo. That's where Phaedra is, somewhere over there. No one wants Apollo. Apparently, y'all want him. Y'all keep talking about him. Y'all keep talking about him, and we keep looking for him. But there is that. Now, speaking of the whole Apollo, Peter, Wendy situation. Now, Wendy, a few years ago, it was in this. Well, I'm not gonna call it a beef. Y'all remember Mister Cee? He was a DJ in New York, right? So Wendy was on her show. This was 5 years ago, and it was so many rumors about him smashing transgenders. Okay, and like he was like caught with one allegedly, like trying to broker a deal. He lost his big, huge radio gig because of it. So now apparently he's doing this interview. He did this interview with Maino. You said fix the chat. What's wrong with it? He did this interview with Maino where he basically, embraced his attraction to transgender women. In fact, hold on. Here is let me show you what Wendy said first. You said he admitted all of that today. Okay, let me show you what Wendy said 5 years ago. I want you to hear a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Hold on. This is from her old radio show.
You can figure out who it is by you going, You can't.
Wait a minute.
Can you figure it out by that? You can.
On this particular segment, she would not say his name, so she kept calling him. So here it is. Hold on. Oops, it's commercial.
Got business receipts? Snap them on the fly?
It is. Hold on. Ooh, that's me. Hold on.
You think, No, I need to hear that. Thank you. But you're not on a college campus. You're like an old man. Let me ask a college girl. College girls, can you figure out? What? Ah!
Put that where? Back there.
Well, not really a full-time tranny because sometimes he goes out dressed like a boy. But everybody around here knows him. He's mad cool. Anyway, I was shocked that went next door. And at first I thought, that might be family or something. Yeah. And maybe he's going to visit family. But Wendy, it was 11 o'clock to midnight. Booty call time. DJ lessons. I even called my girlfriend. She'd been my friend since we were small and told her about it. So, Wendy, I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching Play to Win. What is that? Some game show. Look, people are calling on the warm line. Don't you tell them. And if you do say it, only tell Hood Hef. Don't tell anybody else. Because it might be Is that somebody asking? Oh, hang up.
Put that where?
Yeah.
There.
I was up till 2 a.m. watching Play to Win, trying to win some money. And Wendy, why did I hear sex noises coming from the apartment next to mine? Could have been a porno. So I got my friend back on the phone because I couldn't believe was having sex with a tranny. I turned down the TV and put my ear to the wall. Wendy, they was having sex like animals. It was loud. From the time I was listening, they went at it for maybe a little over an hour. Me and my girlfriend had a good old time cracking up and listening. I don't know if he even knew that was a tranny, but I don't see how he couldn't know because he looks like a man dressed in girls' clothing. You can even tell by his voice that he's a tranny. Maybe it was...
So that was Wendy's rendition of everything, right? So all these years, I don't know if he denied it or not, but on today, hold on, put this little link in here real quick. Hold on. Today, he made a little comment and he basically, admitted all of it. Here is a clip.
My story is well documented. I just wanted to know how you got down.
No, I don't. I absolutely strictly women.
Okay.
That
was good.
Okay,
I like that. That's cool. But
That was good.
So people thought
you like trannies though.
that's what I do, bro.
That's
you
what
know
you
me.
do.
You know what I do. That's what I do. It's
But
well
you
documented.
liking trannies? Do you consider yourself a gay man?
I mean, I've answered that question way back when I got arrested in 2011 and 2013.
We got new people.
Yeah, I know we got new people. I consider myself trisexual. I'll try anything.
Okay. Hey, I respect it. I respect it.
I'll try anything.
I
Not
respect
anything. Not literally not anything. But the point I'm making is that the only thing I've done with transsexuals is that I got top head from a transsexual. I've never had sex. I never penetrated.
You never hit a nigga.
No.
You never hit a nigga.
Never.
No.
You never hit a nigga.
No.
Okay.
Not one time.
No. Never in
Okay.
my life. Never had sexual intercourse with a transsexual.
But what is the thing with transsexuals? Like, because it's a man, so it's like because there's footage, right? Where it's like this dude tapes you, right?
Right.
And y'all like haggling over the prices of head, right? So it's like,
Well, let me correct you.
Right.
It wasn't a dude that taped me.
Right.
It was a transsexual woman.
Okay, it's a
'Cause I
transsexual.
don't want them to get at you.
Don't get at me.
It was a transsexual woman that taped me. It was
Okay.
not a man.
Okay, I don't understand all this shit.
But I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to learn from the master? What you want to do?
You're the fucking master. He's the fucking master.
You want to learn from the master?
He's the
What?
master. So
because I don't want you to get because they will get at you.
They will get at me.
If you don't talk the right terminology,
I have a problem.
You will have problems.
Okay, so a transsexual female tapes you, basically haggling over head prices and where to do it at and all this other stuff. Like, so when I'm asking you is that my question is like, do you prefer that it's a
man that looks like a woman
that used to be that looks like a woman, or
Maino, stop being difficult. That's what a transsexual woman is.
So
It's a man that's dressed like a woman.
right? But is that what you like though?
Yes. I already made that clear. Where we going? Where we going here?
You know, I really respect your honesty.
You know my story.
So he was being honest. I mean, he was being honest. Paulo, I guess it's important because, you know, they've been talking about it for years and years and years and years and years. He lost his job because of it. You know, Wendy was implying it. You know, everybody was dragging him through the mud. It was just a big deal. He got arrested for solicitation of a transgender. And so, you know, his you know, now he's coming forward and he's saying it. You do respect his honesty, okay? Well, he said what he said. That's all we got. He said what he said. Hold on, we got somebody back here. Real bitches, you trying to talk about this?
Yes, honey. Let me see what's going on. Hey.
Yes, got this swoop.
Hey. And I'm feeling good, baby, on this 1800. Okay.
Oh, okay, come through.
So let me say this to say that is that, listen, you don't have to explain yourself any longer. Okay, the boys understand. They're called the trades.
Ooh.
The trade understands, baby, when real bitches do real things. Okay. On the surface, they gotta walk with titties and that slit between their legs. But when that closet door and the lights go out, baby, they run boy pussy. Okay. So let me say this to say that is that everything is not an explanation, honey. When you know your worth, baby, there's no explanation.
Okay.
Again, real bitches do real things.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Miss Lease, baby. Is they ready to bring her back to the forefront yet?
They need to. They trying to blame the rating slump on production now. It's our production's fault.
Girl, they gonna blame it on anything other than that sorry ass Kenya, that crybaby ass Candy baby. Okay. These people gotta let it go. Respect Nene for her position. Okay. I keep trying to say real bitches do real things, baby. Respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Nene is the head bitch in charge, honey. She started it and she's finishing it.
You're right.
Okay. You see, every week them motherfuckers decline. I don't care how much they go on Twitter talk about this, how much they twirl on that ground, 50, 60 years old, looking for AARP. Okay. That shit is played out for the birds.
Okay.
Give a bitch her props and pay her what she's worth to get them ratings where they need to be. Okay.
But people say that it's over for Nene.
It's over for Nene, girl. They trying to cancel her. Why? Why? Because she's a confident black woman. Ain't they tired of trying to shut the black woman down? That shit is so played out and so old and going against each other for the white man, honey. That is back in the 60s, honey. It's a new day.
Okay.
Okay, it's a new day, honey. Respect the woman and respect her position. She got a big ego, honey. That's okay to have a big ego. She did some big shits.
Okay.
Okay.
You
That's all I'm saying. Let her have her big ego.
It's
Respect her for her big ego. And this shit, I'm going home next week, honey, to get a new swing and a new bang. Okay.
Where's home? Where you
New
going?
York, honey, up top.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm down here in this South, honey. I'm making it down. I'm just waiting to Nene open up Lenithia Lounge, honey, because we going to show up and show out.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Respectfully. Okay.
No, disrespectfully. We're going to be in all drunk and stuff. No.
However we do it, honey, the police just better know Nene crew is in town.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
real bitches do real things, and I don't like the way. Listen, Candy needs to throw her towel in. Honey, you either get on the bandwagon with the head bitch in charge or retire yourself. You all played out and ran over.
Okay.
And I don't want to be disrespectful to none of the ladies, but honey, they went against Nene, and I don't like it.
Okay.
I just don't like it. Respect her for who she is, honey. I'm sitting here drinking 1800, baby, going through all type of changes. But what I can tell you is that, baby, I look forward to talking shit on here when I'm fucked up.
Well, I appreciate you, real bitches. I'm gonna put you in the back for a minute, okay?
Okay, go ahead, honey. It's no problem.
All right, appreciate you. Hold on.
Okay.
Whew, child. You know, we got a whole bunch of people back here now. Hold on. I had one more story. What was my other story? I was gonna read somebody. Hold on. Real bitches probably want to talk about this too. To piggyback off of the situation with Mister Cee, right? So there is this psychiatrist, and I don't know. Some of y'all gonna agree with this. Some of y'all gonna disagree. I personally disagree, but you know that's just me. There is this psychiatrist who is saying that straight men can have gay sex and still be straight. And so, you know, people have been debating this since the Mister Cee interview came out, and they're like, you know, is he gay? Is he straight? Is he bi? What is he in there? Blah, 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 blah. And so, you know, at the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter, but I guess it matters to someone who would choose to be with that person, I'm assuming. So here is what this psychiatrist said. Hold on.
And not be gay? They can. My first few videos were about straight men having gay sex, and I'm getting activity again in comments that people don't understand that straight men can be attracted to the sex act, but not to the man. Straight men having sex with men doesn't cancel somebody's heterosexuality any more than a straight woman having sex with a woman cancels her sexuality. And it's not about bi erasure either. Please don't say that. Bisexual men are attracted to both men and women to different degrees. Straight men are not attracted to men. They're attracted to the sex with men. Could some of these men be gay or bisexual? Absolutely. But that comes over time, and that's a trajectory that only they can be in touch with to figure that out, not the therapist and not anyone else. So before you leave comments, please watch my earlier videos, read my books, Google me.
I ain't Googling him. I am not Googling him. Hold on. Y'all crazy. You said you can eat all the meat. You can't eat meat and call yourself a vegan. I'm just saying, people trying to conflate the issues and blur the waters. I don't know. Hold on, here goes somebody. Who is this right here? What Trico got to say? Trico, hello. You said you black gay 1996.
Yes. How you doing, Michelle? I'm a
I'm
newbie
good.
here. This is my first time coming on live, so I'm a little nervous. I didn't want to show my face or nothing, so I had to change my name and stuff. So forgive me, but I'm a supporter. You know, I see how the junkies be talking about you, and I don't fuck with that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So
it's all
shout
good.
out to you, sis.
Welcome.
I have an issue with black men and their willingness to fuck anything. Like it is, excuse my language.
No,
but
go ahead.
It's becoming ridiculous at this point. And when you see this man going on here on this interview, it's like, it looks like, not to offend the trans community, but it seems like these men, he literally said, he likes men that dress up as women. And it's like, it makes it, no wonder black women feel like they're gonna be replaced by trans women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gay and I'm trying not to I don't want to disrespect the trans community. I'm all for the trans community.
Why is it we gotta tiptoe when we talk about it? That's what makes me mad because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I get triggered because it's like we always have to tiptoe over these subjects to protect their feelings. They don't be tiptoeing over nothing to protect us.
I think
I'm talking about people in general. I'm not even talking about black women. I'm just saying in general.
They've been attacked for so long that I think it's just a natural reaction. Like if anybody that is like opposing that opinion, that they're going to say something. So that's why I always come out and say, I support the trans community, but we have to have these honest conversations, and I was actually having I was on this like panel of gay men and they invited a trans woman. And they brought up the idea of something like inviting trans people into gay spaces. And I brought up the idea, well, I think it's okay for the trans community to build their own table and stop relying on gay black men and other black people to help them out, because clearly we're not doing a good job. Like, why I don't understand how the trans community doesn't understand that nobody is really supporting them. So why aren't they building their own table? Do I sound mean?
No, I mean, it just, like somebody said, it feels like bullying. It's almost like, they want to force people, and I don't want to say force acceptance, because at the end of the day, like for me, I'm like, you can do what you want to do. You can claim to be what you want to claim. You can, like the pronouns, all of that is fine. But at the end of the day, if somebody says, I believe men are men and women are women, why is it that they get beat down for believing that?
I think it's because, especially with like this Maino guy, and he kept saying, that's really a man. That's really a man. And it's like, that it's way too much of that. And I feel like because there's a prevalence of that type of dialogue, that's why you see the trans community always feel like they have to defend themselves, because like even the Mister Cee guy, he checked him, which was appropriate, like they don't identify as men, so that was correct. But there's not a lot of Mister Cees out here like that will be willing to check straight black men when they're dialogue.
Even if they don't identify as men, if I say they still a man, they're still a man. Like, why should it, like if Maino feels as a man that is still a man, then why should Mister Cee have to check him? Mister Cee can believe that all he wants. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like the disconnect is, because I feel like there are too many people trying to force somebody to be on the same page, and I just don't like that.
I agree. I think you can't force people to accept you, and that's why I say the trans community, they need to build their own table, and they need to establish protections like within their own community. They need to put their money together and and realize, look, we need to pay for security because we don't got support from Black people. We don't got support from straight Black people like that. The gays don't really want to support us. So it's like, get with the program. I mean, and I'm not, and it sounds harsh, but even Black gay men, we need to get with the program. Like, we need to stop waiting for straight people to accept us. Like, we need to build our own table. And my last point, I want to say, you know, like, again, back to my point, like, the problem is Black men, and they want excuses to fuck anything that has a hole, you know. And it's like, dude, like, y'all look, it's like they are capitalizing off of their sexuality. Like, they don't do anything else for their community. They don't build shit. You know, like, Black women are still not protected. Black children are still not protected. You're not protecting Black gays or Black LGBT people. All you're relying on is this idea of big Black cock, and it's like, you just think that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, they just.
I hear you. Look, I'm just torn.
Yeah, I feel you. That's all I want. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I get it, and but it's just too much. It's like, you know, and again, like, if we say trans, like, as a woman, we get offended when people encroach on our space because, like, we're women. Like, why should we, like, have to be forced to accept someone who is like a caricature of us and say, okay, we respect you, you know, for wanting to appear to be us, but you don't want that same struggle that we have. You don't want all of this bleeding and these fibroids and having babies and, you know, all the stuff that we go through. You don't want that, and then you make fun of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that issue, and it's always going to be a clash.
I think we have to be understanding. I hear you, Michelle, but we got to be understanding of our Black brothers and sisters, whether they were born brothers, whether they were born sisters. We got to respect that, you know, we all come from a certain struggle. And I hear you when you say that the trans folks, they sometimes bully Black women, but, you know, you just gotta be aware, like, look, this is a group of people that have been bullied for so long, and I know it's hard to kind of give them a pass, but I think if we're all about unity, if that's the goal, if it's really all Black Lives Matter, then we've got to be able to have these honest conversations and come together, you know, and come to some type of compromise.
No, I can agree with that, but I mean, again, there needs to be respect on both sides, and it feels like, you know, and I always preach about this as well, you know, about the misogyny and how, you know, at the end of the day, these people were born and bred and raised up to be in a male mentality. So even though now they say, okay, now I'm feminine and I want to be this, like, they act. A lot of them, and I'm not gonna, like, try to stereotype people, but a lot of transgenders, like, come from a male identified space, and they try to, like, regulate women. You know what I'm saying? And so it just gets to be, and this is from my personal experience, and it just gets to be, you know, difficult. You know, like, it's like, okay, I understand I'm an ally to all kind of different causes, but then, like, how can I be an ally and then you do all these? Yeah,
I go back to, you know, what Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. And it's I think it's, if Black unity is, well, I don't know, some people don't want Black unity. I think a lot of Black men kind of want privilege. And I'm not saying, I don't think Black women really want the privilege like that. Like, I'm trying not to sound like a Black man basher, but the way that they act in their arrogance, Michelle, it's what I've been seeing.
I don't do all our Black men like that, man.
I'm a gay Black man. Yes. Okay. And I say this, the reason I have to hold other Black men accountable is because of the way I was treated by Black men growing up. And, you know, it's like, we have to hold each other accountable. Just like I'm holding the trans people accountable, I'm holding the gay people accountable. We have to be able to have these conversations, you know, and come to a place where a compromise is the result, and not just, I'm right, you're wrong, so shut up and sit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
But I don't want to, hold you. I really appreciate, you letting me come on. I was a little nervous.
No, I appreciate, I always appreciate a respectable debate. You know what I'm saying? Because I even if, I genuinely disagree with you, I just feel like, there's some give and take. We can agree to disagree. We can have a conversation. You can try to school me. I can try to school you on how I feel. And then, we have our boundaries and we can, respect each other. So I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. Have a good night. I'm going to keep listening.
All right. Bye. Shout out to Black Gay 1996. Look at real bitches back there looking at me crazy. What you looking at?
So here's what I wanted to say, Michelle, is that, listen, I think everybody is so misunderstood far as heterosexual Tracy. Heterosexual people, all type of people. But what I do want people to understand is that people just listen, honey. There are rude people in the world. And gay people, transsexual people, the gay people have to build their own family, for example. Meaning that a lot of gay people didn't come from a supportive home. Their parent was raised in a church house. So they didn't respect you as who you are because of their true beliefs. But gay people, you get a mother in a gay family, you get a father in a gay family, and you build your own family in a gay community. So sometimes gay people can be very defensive, okay, when there's no need to be defensive. But in the meantime, and in between time, is that this is the cards that they would deliver. And I'm not saying that as like everybody is a victim or in survival mode or in that matter. And I'm really feeling this 1800, baby. But what I want you to understand is that, Michelle, I come on here because I respect your opinion. I respect you going against man hands, as y'all call it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you go through, you have to defend yourself, sister. But I just tell you, don't put your energy towards that and try to down the next person because they having a problem within themselves. Okay? You understand what I'm saying to you?
I completely understand.
Because at the end of the day, there is people that love Michelle. You understand me? And there's people that love man hands, as you say. And I feel bad for saying that. But at the end of the day, some people do. We all do violate women in a different standard of us being whatever we done went through. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, let me tell you about the trades. Okay. Because a lot of women have a problem with that the trade really love their boy pussy, honey. Okay? And what women need to understand is that where a lot of these problems come in at is that, see, once your man, baby, is sleeping with the same sex, you are no competition. Okay? There is no competition. Because the only way he's dealing with you is, baby, because that's what the front street and the surface accepts.
Okay.
I keep trying to explain this to women. And I'm 45, will be 46 this year. I done came through 10 streets, baby, when I was the only gay bitch moving. But I was the best bitch moving. You hear me? Okay. But I want you to understand that it's not that the men don't have a problem amongst you. The women bring the problem is because just be respectful of the situation, honey. When you find me in your man motherfucking phone, baby, that's because that's what he chose. Okay. You understand me? That's all I'm trying to say is that, and then the women get so upset and they try to be so nasty and try to degrade you for who you are, honey. And that's come back to the phrase that real bitches do real things. Okay. That's all I'm trying to say is, and these men is not walking in their truth, honey. That's the problem. The nigga is the problem because he's straight.
Okay.
Okay, he's straight. When it's all said and done, he like that boy pussy more than he like that slit in the front. Okay? And that's the realest. And until people accept what life is for, honey, there are 95% of men, as they say, DL Oprah claimed it. When was that? Back in 94, 93 when Oprah came out with that DL conversation? Honey, that shit been going on back in the 50s. But the slave master, baby, was paying for boy pussy. Because real bitches know when you lay down, baby, you come up with something, not just a wet ass.
You and this 1800 child. It's got you
honey, but that 1800.
Okay, look, real bitch. I let you.
At the end of the day, Michelle, this is a real conversation. I respect that you touched on it because you and Funky Dineva and Manheads, however y'all claim it, y'all
I ain't even finished yet. I got 2 more topics to cover.
Yes, baby, but I'm just saying y'all have so much of beef, and I really like you, Michelle, because you love Nene Leakes, and that's the overall. The overall point is we come here for the leaks.
Okay.
The real boss. And you is the real boss. The leaks give you her, allows you to speak upon her. So the gays, baby, love the leaks. The gays is real. The gays is real thorough. The gays have been through some times, honey. But I'm not trying to make us as no, like we're no victims, honey. We ain't no survivors. We the real thing. And we can teach the girls a lesson about the trade that they obsessed with.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
we listening.
That's what
honey.
they gotta take. They gotta take because the gays is ruling things, honey. But there is a place for the real fish. See, the women get mad when you call them real fish.
We don't like that word.
I know y'all don't like that word, but that
why do y'all do it?
That's just the language, honey. That's the language.
It's just a label if we call y'all a man. If you really feel like a woman, saying you a man is just a label. So why do you feel offended?
You entitled to, I don't feel offended, honey. Because
not you, but I'm just saying the overall community. So my thing is, why not listen when people say they are offended by a word? If we say we don't like the word, don't use the word.
I understand that, but Michelle, that's an old school language, honey. Like I told you,
calling a man is old school too.
Yes, but here's a man is a man because that's who you is. At the end of the day, when you pull your motherfucking drawers down, you sticking that dick out the piss in the toilet. Okay, you ain't sitting on the toilet and bending over and pissing. You understand what I'm saying? People gotta walk in their truth and understand and respect for who their walk of life is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm not trying. No, we not.
No, we good. We good, real bitches. We good.
It's not disrespectful. No, I'm not being disrespectful because Michelle, I love it. Listen, baby, you are my girlfriend in my mind. Okay. So I love you, Michelle. And
honestly, the only reason the fish conversation even comes up with me, because I hang around the gays. I didn't heard the fish term. It wasn't even offensive to me until a gay man starts saying she smell like fish, she smell like fish, she smell like fish. So now all of a sudden it's like, well, why? Why?
Well, he's only saying that. Listen to me, baby. Let me say this to you, and I want you to have a clear understanding of this. You only react when you care. When you know that's not true about you, baby, you're not walking around smelling like the fish market. Let them niggas say what they gonna say. Okay? Obviously, you giving them a conversation. You only respond to things when you can. And I had to learn that because, listen to me, a lot of gays come from a home where their parents didn't respect them. So gays have literally a lot of bitterness in them that they got to relieve. You understand what I said to you? So sometimes you women go low below the belt and say things that will hurt a person that they trust. When you trust a person and you give your real love to a person and you honestly build with them, and then they use that against you, that hurts. So when you have Funky Dineva in your house, baby, and that was your house, honey. So whatever Funky Dineva had to say about you, baby, is that, look, honey, I room and board your ass. Okay. You ought to have been thankful. Okay. Even when you was junkieing out here, putting all that shit up your nose, being disrespectful to yourself. Okay. They call it partying. Even when they was doing all that partying in your building, he should have respected the fact that, honey, you gave him room and board. It's hard out here sometimes for the gays, honey. And I don't want to sound like victims or whatever, but I just want you to understand, maybe you and Funky Dineva came to a situation where the trust was broken and the love was not as pure as it was from the beginning. And instead of having a grown woman, grown man conversation, it went to throwing darts at each other. Let me see who hit the bull's eye first.
Not what happened. That's not what happened.
Okay. That's your shit. That was your shit. You understand what I said to you? So I understand you reading a person, but girl, let that shit go. At the end of the day, I want you to understand that real bitches do real things, baby.
Okay.
You only
real bitches. I would let you talk all night. I promise I would.
I like to talk, girl.
All right, I'm put you in the back.
Where's my Miss New York and Dre at?
Listen, I got another topic to talk on real quick now.
Go ahead. I'm gonna be in the back. Go.
Lord Jesus, hold on. Sunitra want to talk. You want to wait?
No,
I
was saying you could have went ahead.
Girl. Okay, okay. Hold on, Sunitra. Let me get these two topics out the way real quick. Okay,
go ahead. Put me in the back.
All right. Woo, child. I know it's a whole bunch of y'all. We got Charlotte back there. It's a couple of y'all back there. Okay, listen. So, wait a minute. Y'all done got me all off track talking about everything and anybody. I wish I had some 1800 right now. So, Angela Stanton. That's who I was talking about. Angela Stanton. Y'all remember Angela Stanton ran for Congress, blah, 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 blah. Y'all remember I did a whole expose on Angela Stanton. I told y'all how I wrote about her. She tried to sue me when the whole facial thing happened, all of that. Well, Angela Stanton's back in the news because her baby father was shot down in Atlanta over NBA All-Star Weekend, and she went on to her Instagram to discuss it, and she basically said, let me show you a picture of him. Decatur Slim, real Decatur Slim said, "I'm lost for words. Out of all of them, he's the only one that stuck around. This one hurts." So, he's a rapper. Well, he was a rapper in Atlanta. Apparently something happened and he was slain. He lost his life over the weekend. Well, this is also the father of Angela Stanton's transgender daughter, JB's. And they've been going back and forth on Instagram and everywhere else. JB's, a lot of people know him from, I guess, Bigo. Y'all be over on the Bigo, honey. And so JB's is also the son that I told you about when Angela Stanton was going on the Breakfast Club, saying that she wanted to protect the kids and protect the Black families. He's also the son that she kicked out of her home for being gay. Now, I questioned Angela Stanton's motives from the beginning because I'm like, how are you supposed to be for the Black family and you can't support your own son? And, it is what it is. She didn't approve of his lifestyle, all of that. She kicked him out. They got to fight. She went to jail for domestic abuse, for beating him up and kicking him out the house, yada, yada. He had to grow up on his own. And now he is transitioning to a woman. I think he calls himself Kendra now, but whatever the case, karma is a mug. It is what it is, but that is her son's father. So JB's has been on. Let me show you some of these Instagrams. I just found this intriguing. Hold on. He has been on Instagram. Basically, well, this is Decatur Slim shared this picture of him as a little boy. This was actually a week or two ago, and said, "In the land of goofies, I'm feeling out of place. I'm an ATL in Atlanta, ATLien actually in Atlanta." And Angela Stanton wrote under there J, and he wrote, "I know, right?" And he ended up passing away maybe a week or so later. And so Angela Stanton goes on her Instagram. Can y'all see this? Yes. And says, "I wish my son's father would have raised him to be a man that respected women." And so Jay has been going on his and said, "And guess what? I'm going to continue to live my life and be happy. I deserve it, whether I'm parentless or friendless. There's one person I've always had." So, he was twerking or whatever. And then he also said, "Imagine losing one parent, then having the other one try to start an internet beef with you. Hashtag my life." So, when you look at Angela Stanton, you're like, she is a walking contradiction. So she goes back on her Instagram and said his daddy did 10 years in prison. He sent money home to his girlfriend every week. He didn't send us shit, and he didn't call. Jay has lost his motherfucking mind. And so then she said, "I damn near died trying to hold on to my children and raise them by myself. How dare that MF?" So she's upset. Oops, what'd I do? She's upset because, he is mourning the death of his father. He is mourning the death of his father. This woman put this little boy out who is now transitioning to a woman, and she is in her feelings and going on a whole internet tirade. And it's interesting to me that she would go and say, you know, on her Instagram, she said he is the only one that stuck around. And then she goes and says that he didn't send no money. So it's like, girl, what is it? You know, she is like bipolar. Like, I'm lost for words. Out of all of them, he is the only one that stuck around. This one hurts. So anyway, I just found that interesting. And I thought, you know, that she is mourning. It don't seem like she is mourning. I don't know. It's interesting that they would go that she, in particular, you know, she's supposed to be this conservative who is, you know, she was running for Congress. You know, she is public. She was running behind Donald Trump. She got a pardon, and now she is all on social media, you know, dragging her son. It is horrible. It is horrible. But let me continue. Last but not least, you said women like that do not need to have kids. Okay, I may agree with you. She been crying up a storm. She is somewhat interesting. They need to stay off the internet. They really do. You support Angela. Okay, Dr. Grayson, that is wonderful. So be kind to one another. Last but not least, since real bitches brought it up, honey. Real bitches brought it up. These people have really been targeting me. Claudia, Colorist, Jordan, and Junkie Dineva. I was gonna do a Throwback Thursday because somebody told me, who was it? Was it Paul? It was one of my Patreon members. Was like, they talked about me on Fox Soul, on Flop Soul. They talking about me, so I was like, okay, let me go see what the hell they talking about. So I went over there, and apparently they want to get into the whole situation about the townhouse. Now, y'all know how I am about the townhouse. I'm talking about townhouse every time I feel like it. So in this situation, hold on, I'm gonna play a little clip of it. I'm gonna show you what his recollection is, and I'm gonna show you what the truth is. Hold on. It is at the 3-minute mark. Hold on. Here we go.
Only friend. She came up hybrid definition of what a
10 since we've met.
Hybrid definition of what a relationship is. I don't want to be in a traditional relationship. You can
for the Gary Coleman character, and I'm never gonna bring her up after this, okay? She says you left dog crap in the house. You said it was dog food. For once and finally, just tell us the real. Was it dog shit or was it dog food?
It was dog food. I was that girl's only friend. She came over to that house every day at 5:30 and we went out to eat. So if I was living in her house that nasty, she was a participant in it. The eviction people was coming to get my ass, and I had just found out the day before. So bitch, I was moving my shit out of the dog food bus, and I left that shit down there. Okay?
Okay, your time is up. Your time is up. Okay, Q. I'm gonna give you.
He was my only friend, and I allowed him to stay in my house. What kind of shit? What kind of drugs was he on? How is he? I'm confused. I am so confused. Now, I just wanted to show this real quick because, you know, apparently some people seem to forget. Some people seem to forget. That's why we keep receipts. This is why we keep receipts, and I'm going to play it every single time somebody tell me I'm lying. Okay?
He was like, you said you was going to play.
Hold on. Let me make it big. So, yes, crackhead, exactly. So apparently, you know, he said that I was hanging out over there. That is not true. Why would I hang out over there with him when I had my own place? We talked about that before. Another thing, he said that, you know, he didn't leave dog poop all over the house, but there is dog feces, there is piss, there is rotten wood from the dog urine. You want to see the doo-doo? Okay, hold on. Let me get past this commercial. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And y'all can go over here and see for yourself too. Hold on. It is right. It is upstairs. How we get upstairs? Hold on. Bam. Okay. So this is what your friend would do for you. Your friend would do.
He's coming handy.
Why are these commercials on here? Hold on. Let me get these commercials off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I put a lot of commercials because y'all was really hitting up this video after the fact. So I had
Joy.
I'm sorry,
This is what your friend does.
little doggy bones still in it.
Your friend dog feces all over the bathroom. This is what your friend does. What a friend does for you. I came in here, I started crying. This townhouse was my pride and joy. I started crying.
You mean to tell me that you was living with that dog?
My friend. Shit, doodle all over the floor, like bleach stains all over the floor. This carpet has to be replaced. Not clean. Whew, I can't catch my breath. Friend does do things like this. So y'all can go over there and watch the footage for yourself. But I was just surprised that colorist Claudia Jordan was gonna go on their platform over there on Flop Soul and ask about this. Why they didn't ask about the washer and dryer? Why she didn't ask him where was the stolen washer and dryer? Why didn't she ask him why was he getting evicted in the first place? Why she didn't ask him any of those questions? But you gonna ask him about some doo-doo? It was actually positively doo-doo. But anyway, I digress. I just thought I'd address that simply because they want to talk about me all over Flop Soul. And apparently, you know, I'm that bitch. But anywho, hey, Sinitra.
Hey, girl. Listen, you ain't did nothing wrong. I want you to show that video every time he tell a lie. Okay?
And
every
I am.
time.
And I am.
Exactly. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, the truth hold more weight than a lie every day. Mm-hmm. All day. Mm-hmm. And them lies is ridiculous. I don't care how cracked out you were. You know you left dog mess on that floor. You know you did. Talking about you dropped a bag of dog food. I didn't see no bag of dog food worth of dog food on that floor. That ain't what I saw. That was mess. It was piss on hardwood. It was all kind of dirty stuff. And he don't need to mention nothing else so he can mention where the hell that wash and dry went. That's what I want him to mention. If he opened them ashy lips one more time, I don't want him to say nothing but where the wash and dry is. Now, we done already heard where the money reside. Where the hell do the wash and dry reside?
I'm trying to figure out, how did I get to be the villain in this situation? I gave this Negro a place to stay, a roof over his head, might have fed him occasionally when he was hungry, let him be like 3, 4, 5 months late of rent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the villain now. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you already know. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. When people are not ready to be accountable, everything is an attack. You telling the truth is an attack because he still ain't ready to be accountable. They quick to holler about it's been 6 years, but in 6 years, you still ain't ready to be accountable. And it ain't even been 6. Hell, you had to be Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for the first 4, right? Running them down. So how it turned into 6? But even if you're going to holler it's been 6, in 6 years, you ain't ready to take accountability. In 6 years, you still lying talking about some dog food when we clearly saw dog crap. Negro, please. But we ain't even finna get into perma ash tonight because I'm in a good mood and my migraine is trying to leave. So we gonna let perma ash live for the day.
Okay.
But Angela Stanton. Oh, Angela.
What is going on with Angela? You don't think that's karma? Like everything that's happening right now?
It is. It's karma. It's definitely karma. And I think it's a case of when them people lie so much, them lies start backing into each other. He the only one stuck around. Then, he ain't send you no money. He ain't do nothing for us. He sent money to his girlfriend. She talking out both sides of her neck. Her and Kenya gonna start their freestyle line team. They're gonna have a whole reality show about it. Because it don't make no sense. How you gonna be mad with this baby by grieving over his daddy?
You're right.
That's just toxic. That's toxic.
You're right.
I don't care what he was. First of all, you chose him. That's the first thing. Let's talk about that good old accountability. Same thing I said about Candy when it come to Block. You could holler all day, he ain't no good. You knew he wasn't no good when you were sleeping with him and he was with that other woman. And you didn't have a problem with him being no good. So whatever this man was, Lord rest his soul. I ain't gonna try to line him into heaven. But the truth is, whatever he was, you knew what he was. You called him You said this one really hurt by him leaving. So it was something about this man that you chose, and you chose him to be your child's father. So let that baby grieve over his daddy if he want to.
That's JB's.
But that's her baby. Whether he put on a wig, whether he get a fade, whether he gets dreadlocks.
But for some reason, she don't want it. You know, it's like, how are you not claiming your daughter or your son or what?
Or whatever it is, you had him. You know, that's what matters at the end of the day. That's your baby. Now, I'm not gonna tell another woman how to mother her child. I know from personal experience that mothering children ain't simple. Okay, the only people think it's simple is people who ain't got no kids. Children, first of all, this is the first thing you need to know. Children are terrorists. And I go on CNN and tell it. Children is worse than ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Children is terrorists. They learn how to be terrorists from the time they're in Pampers. They can hold you hostage with crying. Every time you try to go to sleep, they'll holler. You better not try to get your swerve on. They really gonna scream. Like they hold you hostage your whole life, and they get big and they take all your money. They demand car notes and insurance payments. They're terrorists. They absolutely are. At the best, they're terrorists. And at the worst, they can be holy terrorists. But what doesn't change is the fact that we're mothers regardless. Whatever they turn out to be. I don't care how terrible your child is. That's your child. That's your child. We signed up for this job. This is one of the hardest jobs a woman will ever do. And you ain't going to get no thank yous for it. You can forget it.
You're right. I'm not playing it. I was just watching. I was just showing.
Yeah, but real talk, she toxic. She toxic as hell. And now we see her toxicity in her parenting.
Right.
Apparently your baby needs you. He talking about the one parent dead and the other one trying to start an internet beef. Angela, if you got a problem with your child, why you ain't talk to your baby?
Right. Putting it on the Insta stories and going back and forth. And even he said, like, imagine losing one parent and the other one want to start an internet beef. Like, I'm with her right now. So
yeah, he hurting and grieving, and he real talk, he needs his mother. What's happening with this baby right here is what we're seeing with a lot of these toxic trans women that used to be men or whatever. Okay. A lot of them had mamas like Angela. And so a lot of them are very angry, bitter, like real bitches said, bitter, got resentment. They got a whole lot of mama issues and stuff. So I think that's why some of them end up being so hostile toward other women. It's like at the same part of them, they crave our encouragement and nurturing and attention, but at the same time, there's resentment there because the first woman that represented womanhood to them betrayed their trust. See, as a mother, you have a trust that you shouldn't betray with your children, because before your children know God, they know you.
Right.
Before they ever heard of God, they knew you. When they were afraid, it was mama. When it was I'm hungry, it's mama. When I'm cold, it's mama. All they know is mama. So when mama betrays you, that's a wound that some people never really heal. This poor baby ain't no telling how toxic and angry and resentful and bitter he might turn out to be. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we see a lot with these males who have decided to transition. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, you a woman because you said so." I ain't going for it, because I'm with you on that one, Michelle. If you can have an idea that because you feel this way that you identify as that, then I can have an opinion that I don't agree with that. But it doesn't mean that I don't accept you. And I'm tired of people with this, oh, if you don't agree with somebody, you don't accept them. I can disagree with you and accept you. I can disagree with you. I can disagree with you and kiss you all over. It's not about not accepting you. It's just the fact that people don't have to agree. And you shouldn't push people away from you just because they don't agree. Because that same person that may not agree with your ideology may be somebody who truly wants to love and encourage you. They don't have to agree with everything you say. I don't want nobody around me to agree with everything I say. I'm crazy as a chinch. So I need some people around me that's going to be like, Nitra, that's too far.
Okay.
And you should want people to check you. If you're around somebody and they agree with everything you say, they don't love you. They don't love you. Let me just tell you that. If you got a friend in your corner that sit there and pat you on the back and tell you everything you say, oh, that's good, you ain't got no friends. Look at Cynthia. The only people she let around her is people that sit there in her amen corner. And she ain't got. So
what you think about that petition?
Girl, you really want me to say what I think about that petition?
I mean, you can.
You mean that toilet paper that they wrote on? See, here go the problem with that. Now we want to talk about fair editing and whatnot. But wasn't it just a little bit ago when Lenithia mentioned about the editing and the editing not being fair? Oh, it wasn't true. You know, she putting on and yada yada yada. What you need a petition for? Editing ain't the problem. It wasn't a problem when it was Nene. So why is it a problem now that it's you?
Right.
And I feel like this petition is a smoke screen, or I mean, kind of almost a straw man argument, because what they're doing is they're using the petition and wording it in such a way and using inflammatory language to try to implicate Portia in something. Right. I don't think this petition is going to go anywhere. But this is just like a PR piece to try to say, look at Portia. Portia's bad. Look at Portia.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't consider a few things with this, just like they didn't consider their little, Voltron force to attack Nene. Now, you went after Nene. They was counting on Nene to come back. It ain't just that they wanted her out. They was counting on her to come back so they could, Voltron force activate and attack her again. Then, like you said, you predicted, because you got the gift sometimes. You be prophetic with everything but a lottery number. And you said that they was going to go after Portia. Now, here we go. Now, this is the thing. If Portia get fed up and quit, what these heifers going to do?
Right. Because who they gonna turn on then?
Thank you. And I'm gonna go you one further. That occurred to me, sis. Now, Nene gone, the show suffering. Everybody is looking at Portia. First it was let's focus on Portia for her protesting. Now let's focus on Portia to say that we monitoring her cookie box. Now let's focus on Portia to say maybe Kenya and Candy can team up to make her look like a bad person. Everything is focused on Portia. If Portia leave, then what? See, Nene left, and Kenya still ain't the center of attention. Don't nobody, ain't nobody.
That's what's driving her crazy. That is what's driving her crazy.
Because ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. That's what you need to understand. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Okay.
If Portia leave tomorrow, I don't know what nobody gonna look at. I guess they're just gonna look at the wallpaper, or they just gonna quit looking altogether. Because ain't nobody come to see her now, Candy. And Cynthia, I don't think Cynthia want to see herself.
Yeah.
And they little alliance ain't even working so good. They infighting more than they out fighting.
Yep. They are.
This a hot mess. See, this is what happened when snakes start to bite each other. That's what this is. I done told y'all, sit back and watch, honey. They getting desperate. You right, Crystal. Crystal say they gonna go after Marlo. I feel sorry for them if they do.
Okay. Marlo known to carry a razor blade up under her tongue.
I was about to say Marlo from the Sunshine State, and you know how we act. So I feel sorry for them if they pull that stunt. They better play where it's safe at. Play at Portia.
Okay.
That's the safest thing you could
Portia
do.
just laid her hands. She don't have no razor blades.
Okay, yeah, Portia got them hands. They certified. Now, but that's still safe because Portia went to anger management. Now they tried to go after that little what's the girl, the little funny looking one that they lied on with Portia? Tanya ran. She said, I'm not finna argue with you here because I got a man at the house that I didn't pay for.
She was like, this ain't even worth it.
That's what I'm saying. That while they up there aggravating Portia, trying to use Portia, indirectly for their own storylines, because none of them have one. Ain't none of them got now. Not one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this real quick in closing before we say the benediction. What happened to Wendy? See, that was the Wendy that we used to enjoy.
Yes, the Wendy on the radio. Oh my God, that Wendy was great.
That was the Wendy. This diet Wendy ain't worth a damn. I don't know. Put it back on the shelf. It's like that Coke Zero. Remember they had that clear Coke that time. That's what this is. This is the clear Coke Wendy. I don't want.
But she had to be. TV is a different animal.
It is, and that's that's true. But did she have to change all the way to the clear Coca-Cola? Did she have to?
I mean, I think she wanted a more of a mainstream audience instead of an urban audience. She could be dirty, gutter, messy or whatever. But once she got on TV, she want to get them housewives and the people who don't really work. You know what I'm saying? So she got to be a little bit more clean cut. So.
Ain't that nothing? See, that's how some people can get rich and some of us can't, girl.
Okay, they know how to transform with the times and stuff.
Right. Everybody ain't no transformer, or as Charlotte said, a Decepticon. Don't we love Charlotte? But that was the Wendy. And Mister Cee, I'm gonna just say, I don't know why people is so focused on where that man put his cylinder.
I think because it was such a hot topic in New York and it got him fired and, all this stuff. And it's been years. How many years? It's been like 10, 15 years. It was like a big deal in New York because he was like one of the big radio hosts. You know what I'm saying? So, and Wendy was going up against him. So it was a big deal at the time. So I guess now, he following Malik Yoba's footsteps.
Well, at least he just keep coming on out with it. This is the time to do it. Just come on with it. And I'm gonna say this too. Maino was a little too interested in how that thing worked. Maino was way too interested in how that worked. He had 100 questions, didn't he? He turned into an investigative reporter in 0.5 seconds when he heard about that boy Coochie. He wanted to know everything about it. And
Mister Cee had his head on his shoulder. He kept touching him like, man, for real. Like, why did stop touching Philly?
Let me find out. That's why Maino talking about K. Michelle box smelling like fish. Let me find out you don't really like the box.
That may be the point. That may be the
point. Trying to find out if you want to clap some cheeks. Let me
find out. Straight men don't normally be saying all that.
They sure don't, because they love that thing we told them. Now I'm gonna just tell it like it is. Hey, I love real bitches, but I'm gonna just tell the truth. Most of them boys love that thing we told them. Now, y'all ladies, y'all know I'm telling the truth. They lie and die for it. They'll tell 20 lies in 20 seconds to get a piece. And then I'm gonna say something else too, real quick. Real bitches said some real stuff. She always do. You gotta love her. Now she say once they start doing that, or you catch they one of their numbers in the phone or whatever, respect that's what they like, right? So why all this shaming and trying to force black women into saying we want a bisexual man or we cool with it? When you saying if that's what they like, then we need to bow out gracefully because that's what they want. So is it one or is it the other? Should we bow out gracefully and say, if you do that, you got that? Or should we say, no, we're going to wait here for you to bring it back and maybe not even rinse it off? What should we do?
Oh, not rinse it off.
Because we don't
even I don't even think it's a question. Like, in my mind, it's not even a question. I'm good on you. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I said. But, it's almost like a whole campaign to try to shame black women because Honeybee said some real stuff. I ain't going to say it, but she said it. But trying to shame us into saying that we're terrible for saying, I may not want a bisexual man. I know I don't want one. I ain't mad at you for where you put your cylinder, baby. Put your cylinder wherever it gives you joy. Okay? But don't try to shame nobody because they don't want the cylinder back. We're trying to let you live and we want to live. And Alicia's right. Please wrench it off. But when the men is sneaking in line, y'all know how men can be. When they sneaking in line, they might not wrench it off before they come home.
Not wrench it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But listen, I'm going to let y'all get back to talking. I'm going to quit clowning. But we'll holler at you later.
You. I appreciate you. Thanks, Anitra. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me, Miguel.
No, my bad. I was coughing because, girl, I thought I wasn't gonna get out. I had to smoke my blunt. Anyways,
what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about
one topic.
I want to talk about Kenya. The only thing, Mark, do not even want Kenya to wipe her ass. His ass. I'm gonna tell that straight up. She could say he was giving her love letters or whatever the fuck she said, love songs or whatever. He don't want shit to do with Kenya. And she knows it, and it kills her in the inside. And I feel like this whole thing is story plots or storylines. Look at her with her bad feet. And yeah, so that's it for Kenya, because she's boring.
Okay.
The whole topic about men and how that DJ was saying, he's the only thing difference with him and all these other celebrities and other guys is that he's open with it. Because I get it. These men love, women. But they will sit here and have side pieces or have people sign NDAs or do things like that where they can't really, expose themselves if they like in the media. I personally, especially with black men, they do not feel accepted in the black community, and that's why there is a lot of DL men, and a lot of men don't like titles Granted, I feel like everybody should just like mind, I don't get into it too much because it's like at the end of the day, it shouldn't really matter if a man wants to say if he's gay or he's not. Like whatever floats they boat.
Okay.
And then the other thing I had to say about is Apollo. No, go ahead.
No, I
Do
knew
you
you
agree
were
with me?
gonna talk
And I
about
agree
Apollo.
with
Go
you
ahead.
too. I could not, if I was a woman, like I wouldn't want to be with a bisexual man either. Cause like, but that's why a lot of men aren't openly with it.
Okay, well, wait, you was about to talk about.
Oh, and Cordell, you look good. Look how good Cordell look.
Look, you was about to talk about Apollo now. You make up your mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my baby dad. I am so happy about him and Peter, because I'm gonna be honest with you, they're gonna end up having their own show.
Probably.
I'm telling you right now, right?
Yeah,
right.
very entertaining. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Girl, because I know you're gonna make a feature too. You gonna have them do some work on your townhouse or something. You gonna have them.
Yep, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna have to tip through there.
Yup. Get a little check. Doing a little appearance, get some free work done. Do what you do. Yes, we all for that. But yeah, and if you do see Apollo, tell him I said hi because I know he remembers me.
Okay.
Yes. You know the vibe we had. Apollo. Yeah. At the comments, everybody was coming for him, talking about a bird and all this extra shit. Yeah, I got to get over that. That's his past.
Right.
Let's focus on the present.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it, girl. I just wanted to say hey.
I always appreciate you, Miguel.
Yes, I always love talking to you, girl.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night, girl.
Hold on, Rashad, you next. I know you've been waiting a while. You was looking tired over there. Hey, Rashad.
Hey, Michelle. No, it's okay. Hey, Michelle. Put me on the back. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
All right. Charlotte. Lord, where is everybody? Charlotte, did you go to sleep? All right, she went to sleep. Hold on, let me go to the next. Wait, Charlotte in here twice. Charlotte? Hello. How you in here twice? Wait, how you in here 3 times?
Baby, because they kept dropping me. But let me tell you something. Don't put me in here as a rebound because that man said put him in the back room. Now I don't been on here and this thing been dropping. I've been coming in, dropping. Now you want to add me?
Don't be telling me what to do on my show.
You said pick one topic. You know what topic I'm picking?
What?
Not them 2 irrelevancies. What? I don't remember what their names was. Now it was 2 of them that was saying some good stuff. Tequila, the one that been drinking 1800, but the one prior to Tequila was on point. But Tequila was okay with some of the stuff. This is my thing.
I'm not, Charlotte. Don't disrespect me, baby, because I love you, sister.
I am not insulting you, sweetheart. I couldn't think of your name.
Okay,
I said
Tequila.
I'm drinking tequila. I couldn't think of your name. What's the
Duchess, baby? Real bitches do real things. Duchess, Silk,
all right.
Gabrielle.
Well, baby, you know what? I said I agree. Listen. I did say I agree with you,
Charlotte. I'm on your team. When Dre go against you, I defend you, honey.
You see, Dre had to bow down, didn't it?
That's okay, baby. You listen. Dre got his match when he came up against you, sister.
Yeah, Dre don't have to bow down. Now he trying to be my friend like he trying to be Michelle's friend. But anyway,
okay, hold on, real bitch. Let me let Charlotte have the flow. Okay.
Let me say this right
I'm not
here.
against
I agree
you,
with real bitch, and I agree with the one before him on a lot of things they were saying. This is my thing. It's how they try to isolate. They keep talking about women. It don't matter if you saying black women or women. Quit trying to put women and say that we got a problem with something. Why would we have a problem? If we got a problem, we got a problem with a joker being in the closet and playing with us and not being honest with us.
Right.
That ain't for them to turn around and say, oh, well, they don't like us, or that don't have nothing to do with you. And I'm trying to keep it clean without saying certain words. That don't have nothing to do with you. They have something to do with the cat that we as women who are pretending to be straight men acting like one thing. I grew up in the era. I can identify a lot with what he was saying about how back in the days, a lot of this stuff is dealing with our upbringing. We was taught wearing red lipstick like you got on. You know, we was taught back in the days against, I'm from the South, Mississippi, born and raised. But we was taught in the church that, oh, red lipstick signified whore, you know, prostitute.
I know Derek J used to tell me that all the time.
Yes, because that's how we were. That's, you know, I had a mama, like an old mama, like a real age that's supposed to be mama. I ain't have no teenage parents. So
what color lipstick do you wear if you don't wear red?
We didn't wear it. I grew up in Kojic. Like it was, you know, it was just these things were instilled in you so young till you was an adult before you knew better. And that's just real talk. You was an adult before you knew better because you started seeing the hypocrisy in the people that was telling you all this crap. You start seeing all the outside children and all of this and all of that and all that other stuff. Even me growing up 26 years in the hood, you know, seeing the things I seen. I got and the thing that irks me is when gay men, I don't care if you're transgender, whatever you call yourself, gay is gay. Gay men that be hollering, oh, women don't like women, black women against us, black women. No, quit talking about black women being against you when we your best friends. If you can't find me now one gay that can say he don't have a female friend. All of them got female friends. So where this crap about women not liking them come from? It's bull crap. It's the, you don't like yourself. It's the men that beat you and kill you and cut your throat. It's the men that bust your side. Even when I was coming up, you know, I had gay friends. To this day, I'm still friends with. But coming up as a child, I had gay friends. You know, you didn't have a lot of people that was openly gay. But the men knew before we knew. The men knew they was gay. And then, you know, even things that I could, you know, go back to, you know, in my era where certain guys, you know, the rough ones, you know, I grew up in a rough area. So it was, you know, for us, we grew up there. So we was okay. But for the outsiders, you know, it was a nightmare. But the thing is, I used to see the you know, the guys, I used to see these guys beat, you know, Punk Jane, Punk Paul, that's what we called them back in the day. They weren't offended. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Worse, I used to see them, you know, and they been on knowing them as long as I knew them. But they just randomly jump on them and do just, if they felt like putting their hands on them, they put their hands on them. You know, we used to take up for them. Like, leave them alone. Like, stop messing with him. You know, stuff like that. We did. Everybody in the community didn't do that. But you had your certain ones. It took me to become an adult to realize what was really going on. They didn't tell back then. But when we became adults, they would say, bitch, you know, he was having me. Bitch, you know, he was trying to have me. This is what my gay friends would tell me. My to this day. Bitch, you know, he wasn't doing no betrayal. And I said, that's why he used to always try to, you know, kick you when you come by, or, you know, hit you or punch, you know, do stuff to you. You know, it was always the women that protected these men. So I don't understand how now you fast forward to 2020, 2021, and they want to make us be the villain to them. When y'all motherfuckers really is the only friends you got are straight women. Gay women, straight women, period. You ain't got no catalog of male friends unless they like you. You ain't got no catalog of straight male friends unless they trade. So ain't no straight man hanging out with you. Ain't no straight man going to have drinks with you unless he trade. And even if he trade, and if he pretending to be straight, he not going out with you. He not hanging out in the bar with you. He not going to have lunch with you. When you say, come on, bitch, let's go have lunch. He not doing none of that. But my thing is, they can't play the victim on one end and then say this and that. I'm a this and that. Then you turn around when the dude is messing with you and you want to quote unquote expose him. How you expose him? How you exposing him if you're a woman? That's like me exposing it. Now I can see if he married and you say, because even as a woman, women expose men, but they don't expose them and say, oh, I want you to know he was sleeping with a dude. Which one is it? You a dude when you want to expose him, but you a woman, you want to pretend to be a woman when he with you. And then the thing about, well, what's the name? The last was 1800. I can't never remember her name because I've been
real bitches do
real bitches. Which her and a lot of them that's like her. The thing that gets me and I say boy pussy too, but my thing is when they say boy pussy, y'all stop saying, well, y'all mad because he want this boy. You don't have a boy pussy. You got an asshole. Same thing a woman got. He just want an asshole. And I agree. Men, all these men, black men especially, look for an excuse because they are loose out here with their loose self, they loose pose, and they want to stick their loose pose in anything moving. It ain't no different. A person sticking a loose pose or sticking a pose in young girls. They make excuses. Well, she got the body of a woman. People got excuses to do what they want to do that they feel ashamed about doing. That's all that is to it. They things that's in their own conscience, things that they may have grew up with. Just like I grew up in a society that in a church and in a community, they grew up in those same communities. It wasn't just a community of women. So these men had to grow up in these same churches, these same communities, and they had to hear that same rhetoric. So that rhetoric. And so guess what? They saying, oh, well, I thought this, or I thought that. It ain't no different than females, and they want to talk about how they been treated all these years. How y'all been treated? Y'all been treated no different than a woman that's been treated that was out here on stripping back in the days. I was telling somebody I didn't even know strippers back in my days. Like in my 18, 19, 20 years of age, even though I was in the club 4 days a week at the time, I didn't know not one stripper. Had I known, had I been exposed, had I knew them and had people in my circle that was doing that, oh, trust me, that probably would have been my profession. Because guess what? I ain't got to worry about working out. But guess what? That kind of thought didn't come to our mind. Like that kind of stuff, you didn't even know anything about that. Like that was like blasphemy. Those thoughts didn't even come in your head. It was like prostitution. So for even women, what about the women prostitutes? How do you think they was treated? So I wish these whatever punks, transgenders, whatever you call it. I don't. If you, whatever you was born in my book. And I'm going to feel that way to the day I die. And I agree with you about the bullying thing, because my thing is, you're not going to bully the world into accepting whatever you say you are. If you say you Spider-Man, you want to bully the world to say you Spider-Man. Nobody cares. You're not going to bully. You're never going to get anybody to agree on everybody to agree with your sexuality. Why don't y'all focus on why? And I'm talking to the people who think like, not you, Michelle. Why don't y'all focus on your character? Like, y'all don't even talk about y'all character, like y'all personality, y'all hearts, who y'all are as human beings. Erase the sexual stuff, because women ain't going in the bedroom with you. I can promise you that. I know I'm not. I don't give a darn how good or fine. I don't want no man that's been with a man. And nobody's gonna punk me or make me say that I'm phobic. Well, I'm phobic. Yep, I am. I'm dookie phobic, because I don't want it. So I don't want a man that's been with a man. I think if you've been with a man, stay with a man. I think that I wasn't born to compete with a man, and a man wasn't born to compete with me. So once you don't cross that line, it ain't no listen. It ain't no different than a woman being with a woman. People accept that because men wanna like they say, they want to masculine. They want to be so masculine. They want to be so dumb. They want to control the narrative, whether they gay or straight. So when the gay men get through talking about men or this, that, and that, they all still men. They all still have the same characteristics. They want to control the narrative. If they gay, they want to control the narrative. They want you to accept all this mess. They saying they're a girl, they're a boy, they're a girl, they're a boy. They got a pie, they got a boy pussy. You ain't got a boy pussy because you weren't born with a pussy. It ain't but one kind of pussy. You was not born with one. You know what I'm saying? You was born with a booty, and you was born with a pole or a mini-me pole or whatever size pole you had. You could cut it off, and you still won't have what we have. You don't have a split. The only split you got is the same split everybody got. So all this, that, and that about that, it's the same, and it's no different than men. Men always trying to bully somebody into accepting what they do, being with random women. Doing this, doing that. Oh, well, it's a man thing. Men, all of it is men. All of it is being men. That's men. Whether you gay, straight, call yourself a woman, I don't care what you call yourself. It's the same thing. So get off of that. They need to get off of that. Quit trying to talk about the world is putting us against each other. No, y'all forgot. Because back in the day when we was 9 and 10 and 8 and 9 and 7, and y'all was around here playing with Barbies, who you was playing with Barbies with? You was playing with Barbies with us, right? Because you darn sure wasn't playing with Barbies with the straight boys. You were playing with Barbies with the girls. So I just have a problem with it. Like I just have a problem with all this mess that they trying to put us women against this, and you still friends with women. You doing women hair. You doing women nails. You best friend with women. You going on trips with women. You staying in a hotel with women. You ain't doing all this with men unless you're sleeping with them. So stop playing. Now women have to go through the same thing when they gay. Probably not as bad because the men don't care. You know why the men don't care? Because they got a front and a back. So at the end of the day, okay.
You just be gone, child.
Baby,
Look,
I just be gone. I can't wait to show y'all my new dude, but I'm gonna show it. I gotta wait till another.
You ain't gonna show it to us?
I ain't gonna show it to y'all now. I gotta wait till Dre is on here so he can, give me some, he can create some go pull up some pictures and do all that stuff and mock me, But he's my friend.
These last few calls, honey. I got 20 minutes. All right, good night. Woo, y'all be winded. Side eye.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, and you?
Good.
Let me tell you. I want to talk about the whole not Candy. What's her damn nigga names? Kenya's little petition. It's corny. Like, it's so corny. What is different? Like, what is real about Kenya? I even wrote it in the super chat. What is real about Kenya? Like, you talked about your marriage, first 6 episodes.
I just realized only 34 people signed it. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. Like, who else wants? Who wants to keep talking about it? Leave Portia alone. Let Portia do her. Let Portia be happy. Because for real, it looks like Portia's happy just doing her hosting show with those other 3 ladies that she does that show with. If she could just go ahead and get her own show. Like, the show has just become messier and messier. They still use it on they're still even using Nene's pictures. Like, they'll always try to sneak a peek of Nene somewhere in the show. Like, it's just ran down and it's tired. It's just because the show is becoming tired. The entire show is becoming tired. And if they don't have Portia, what will they have? And that's just a fact. And I feel like Kenya might have even pushed that petition or told one of her fans, like, hey, they're doing this unfair to me. Like, she seems like that type of complainer.
It does. And she probably got Brandon or somebody to write it.
Yeah, and she's full of crap about, I need people around me. I've seen her social medias. Brandon be having that little baby. Her family come over with clothes for that little baby. She's full of it. It's like it's always, I need something. Like, let it go. Just let it go, sis. Find you something. I mean, she's already doing something on Netflix. Do something else.
Okay.
Housewives is just not for her. Like, she hasn't been a wife. I haven't seen her be a wife, not at no point. And to say, oh, well, I don't know why I chose Mark out of all the proposals I got. Girl, bye.
I agree.
And then the one thing about Angela Stanton, she needs to go somewhere too. She has a platform and she uses her energy to bash Black people. She pushes a lot of those made up theories. Yeah. There's just, she pushes a lot of that stuff, but I can tell that she has no good relationships with her children. It's not even probably just with that child. It's her children, period, and the families. You can tell. And don't take a lot of idiots to follow one idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with that Funky Dineva, I watched a few of the stuff he did with Lil Boosie. I'm gonna say that Lil Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a fool not to believe that wasn't poop. If you was coming over there every day at 5:00, why wouldn't you say something about what you saw?
Facts.
And I'm tired of people trying to push the narrative that you this bitter, angry woman. Stop it. You look happy to me. Your skin looks great. You minding your business and you drink your water while you're on live with us.
Exactly. I understand. And so I'm going to keep talking about it to annoy the trolls because they get so mad and want people to get over it. Get over it. No, I'm not going to get over it ever. I'm going to keep talking about it.
Nope, nope, because I mean, you still got the house. You had to pay for it. You can talk
Okay.
about it if you want to.
Exactly.
All right, now if nobody can tell that Junkie don't be on something, then that's they.
No, people just have selective outrage and they don't care. Like he can read
He
his
can't read nobody.
fans,
Even before
call
that,
y'all
I
apes
used to
and
not care
monkeys
for
and ugly,
him.
and y'all still gonna follow him.
I
It's so
just can't. I
sad.
just can't stand him and his ashy lips, like Shanita said. I just can't stand him and his ashy lips. He don't even look like he fits in with the people he goes sits around. Even when he sits around man heads, he don't even look like he fits in. He just looks like this odd character. Yes, he just looks like this odd character, and he making all these moves. Like, stop it. Like, where are your moves? Stop talking about Michelle. Where are your moves? Show us where the bag at, where the money was at. Do that.
Mhm.
But you miserable, Michelle.
I am. I am. Show us your real estate portfolio. Show us your stocks, funds, and EFTs. Show us. We
A
want to see that,
LLC.
honey.
Show us a LLC.
Okay. Show us a trademark. Show us something.
That ashy wig. He looked like from when Wanda went to go get the bike at Holiday Heart. I hate his wigs. I just can't stand his wigs. I
Okay.
can't.
Well, he gave him up after y'all, after I called him out. It seems like he gave him up. I don't know. I'm like, you need to put the wig back on it and continue shucking and jiving for the folks, honey.
Yeah, and then like for somebody to sit there and entertain him, like, oh, it had to be dog food. You know what? I have a dog. Little dogs make a mess. You clean up after a dog. That's what you're supposed to do. You clean up. You clean up after your dog. And then what type of junkie behavior is it to take somebody's washer and dryer? And I know you can't explain it because it happened to you.
I'll never know. I'll never know.
But if
Isn't
he
it
want,
odd how people owe you money and get mad at you? Like,
oh
what?
yeah, like, oh, I got money. I ain't worried about you. Okay, then pay me the money you owe. Then you ain't got to worry about me.
Okay.
All right, Michelle, let me stop running my mouth. I'm about to get back in the chat and listen to all the good stuff.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Side Eye. Oh, y'all so petty. Hey, Rashad, you ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Hey, everybody in the
I'm
chat.
good. What would you like to talk about tonight?
It's been a minute. I just want to say, I'm happy to see you. You looking good. You doing your thing, and just fuck them
Thank you.
haters.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. But and as next time, like when Junkie Dineva and want to go on that raggedy Renaissance show with Claudia Joy, and won't they talk about where the hell the washer and dryer at? That's what we really want to know.
They
And
ain't
then
gonna do
Claudia
it.
need to get some Wi. Claudia need to get this stimulus check that's gonna be coming out this weekend and get her some Wi-Fi because it's ridiculous. I'm like, you got a damn internet show and your Wi-Fi look like you got Boost Mobile.
She's
Like that
still
don't make
streaming
no
from her
sense.
phone, honey. She's still streaming from her phone.
I guess Boost Mobile. She need to upgrade the T-Mobile at least. But anyway, first with the Housewives, the show is a flop. That's because all of them doesn't have a storyline. They boring. They have nothing to talk about. Everything is recycled and rehearsed, and it's except for Drew Sidora. She about the only thing that's a little bit interesting right now. And other than that, it's like they need to just put the show on pause, and they just need to figure out what they're gonna do, because it's just like it's getting boring. We don't care if Portia slept with a stripper. We getting tired about Kenya with the fake marriage. Candy don't really have nothing else to talk about anymore. Cynthia, she been boring for years. And then Portia, there's nothing really else going on with her right now. Maybe we would like to know what's going on with her daughter growing up, but other than that, we already know her and Dennis is not
We
going
haven't even
anywhere.
seen Pilar this year. That was interesting. I wonder why.
I don't get it though, and I don't blame production for the low ratings. I just blame, all of them all together. There's no storyline. They were just so quick trying to bring the show back. They wasn't thinking ahead. And then another thing is, without the star of the show, Miss Nene Leakes, there's no show. She was the star. she was the entertainment. So without the true entertainment of Miss Leaks, there's no show.
But now they're trying to
And
blame it on production.
it's not production. It's I'm like, yes, it could be production, but it's also their fault too. They don't have a storyline. So what you expect?
Right.
I'm like, so it's just, it is what it is, and you got to take ownership for your action. If you don't have a storyline, you don't have nothing to be delivered, then of course the ratings gonna flop. People don't want to see that. People want to be entertained when it comes to a show like that. You want to be entertained. You don't want to keep seeing the same stuff over and over again. You might as well go back and watch reruns from previous seasons.
You're right.
Far as with Angela Stanton, I just think she's ignorant. I just think she's homophobic, and I just think that she needs to get some mental help. That's what I can say to her, that it's just ignorant how she's treating her own child, regardless of the sexuality or whatever. A death is a death. It doesn't matter if you blue, green, orange, yellow, purple, or whatever it is. It's a death. So you need to embrace your child and love your child and grieve and try to move forward and heal and let it be glorious. And far as like with what Charlotte was saying, I don't agree. Anytime when Charlotte talk, I don't agree anything what she said. I just think she's ignorant, and I'm not trying to, come for her or anything, but I just didn't like what she was saying tonight. And I think she was being a little homophobic too. So Charlotte, please, watch your mouth and learn how to, you can express your views, but educate yourself before you deliver your views. Be careful, just be cautious what you do, Charlotte. Because I didn't like that, what she was saying tonight. I just think that was inappropriate.
Okay.
I love you, Charlotte, but I just think that's inappropriate.
Well, we can all agree to disagree. Everybody don't agree with everybody. I get it. Well, I appreciate you, Rashad.
I appreciate you too, Michelle. I'm gonna try to join you next time. I know Sarah, sometimes when you come on, I just either be asleep or I've been busy working, but I gotta catch up with you. I've been watching the last couple of shows and it's been funny.
Okay.
And I love you. I
always appreciate you.
I love you, and don't let them haters get to you. I'm like, just keep doing your thing. They obviously you motivating them. They need you for their ratings,
Really,
so
they want
continue
me
to
to talk
shine.
about them. So I'm like, I'm gonna give them what they want. I'm gonna get my clicks and views too, man.
Yeah, tell Fox Soul they need to cut you a check.
Flop Soul ain't cutting them a check. I'm good. I don't need their charity, honey. Well, thank you so much, Rashad.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night. Hold on. Shout out to Princess AG, says 1,690 people watching. If y'all have not liked this video, please go ahead and like it. We've been working hard for y'all tonight. Hold on. I'm going to take a few more calls. Nurse and Nerd, I know you've been waiting. Hey.
Hey, Michelle. I have tissue paper for Rashad because not everyone is ignorant. Y'all, he ignorant for using the wrong freaking word. Listen, everyone can agree to disagree and move forward. I don't understand why whenever people don't agree with y'all all of a sudden talking about somebody ignorant. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to the point about this whole thing at hand. As far as everything, I'm very confused as to why no one is discussing Caucasian women, Asian women, Spanish women, any other women. Y'all want Black women to be the main key point. That to me, when transgender people are attacking Black women, it is misogyny at its core, because you're able to use your male privileges to attack us for not participating in whatever it says that we don't want to participate in. There's a plethora of other women of other communities that y'all could go beat up and tell them to be a part of it. We don't want, this is one thing that we're saying, hey, we don't want to participate in. Leave us out of it and keep it moving. I don't understand what all the big drama is, because what happens is you guys want to get on top of us and then make us stand on top of our shoulders. And as soon as whatever it is you're looking to gain, then you're going to kick us down and get over the bridge. And all of a sudden, oh, well, I don't know about y'all, but we're getting our reparations and we're getting whatever. It's just like, please leave us alone. Well, as far as anything, Angela Stanton, her, unfortunately, it's so sad that her child, it's been for years, ever since she was in jail, and the back and forth thing. They seem to have very, very big issues, and unfortunately, again, it's like Tokyo Tony. These people have these children, and they're putting so much hate, not just for the child, it's just what they've been through in life, and unfortunately, they're putting on child. Hopefully, she stops doing that, because if she's lost the father of her children, I understand that's great, hurts. But ma'am, Black community has nothing to do with that. The hoodlums that had murdered that man is pathetic and low lives. But at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with Black people when you was having a good time with Trump.
I didn't like the way she did that.
It's like every time you turn around, everybody want to attack the Black community. Leave us alone. It's like K. Michelle, when her booty fell down to the ground, she was blaming Black women. We don't have nothing to do with y'all's foolishness. Leave us up out of this. Well, as far as Kenya, it's very interesting that this lady, you mean to tell me all these years you were twirling and act like you were the queen of the show. The show is flopping. That has nothing to do with poor I forgot it, Portia. Yeah, the only thing that at this point, Candy needs to tell us where are all the children buried that T.I. and Tiny and all that other foolishness going in the dungeon. If they want to know what's going on with the ratings, start reporting live from the dungeon. That'll bring up the ratings. Apostle and Peter, listen, everybody loves to joke and things of that sort, but at the end of the day, this man has done his time. He has paid his dues. Allow that man to move forward with his life. Whatever the jokes are, at least Peter is the only. It's not like Apollo can go to somebody's job and get a job. He has felonies and serious criminal, things in his background. So those people, they have to make a way for themselves. They have family, they have, children. So it's either they go back to the streets and doing the same thing they've been doing with the criminal background, or they try to figure out their own business. And it's very, very telling how Peter stood his ground and saying, hey, I don't care about your background. I'm willing to go in halfway with you. I know you had that hustle before. Granted, the hustle was in, the wrong thing. But at the end of the day, I'm willing to give my brother a second chance. So let's build together. Everybody want to sit up here and down talk that man when he has a family to provide for. At least they're trying to get legitimate money. And I'm very much proud of that man. At least it's another brother that's putting money into that. Now, I don't know how the money's going, but they're working together. And this is why I'm a very big advocate for people getting trades. These men are putting together their trade, having construction workers and doing things of that sort. There is nothing but great things to see. Black men supporting Black men. Let's support the Black community and leave Black women the heck alone. Jesus, something happened in China. It got something to do with Black women. We ain't got nothing to do with this. Leave us alone.
It's always our fault, child. It's our fault, child. It's our fault. Straight Black men don't want trans women. It's our fault. It's Black women's fault.
And like the lady said earlier, we don't care what you people do. Leave us out of it. And it's just like all of a sudden everybody want to attack us. Again, I believe that that's misogyny. You guys are using your misogyny as a privilege of being both male and identifying as what you want to. Now y'all trying to beat on us that we're not the ones that are. Unfortunately, it is disgraceful that these people are taking your lives and doing things that, it's just messed up. We never, ever not stand up for that. But at the end of the day, y'all can't just step on our shoulders and try to beat us down. No, y'all go talk to the Asian people and the Chinese people. Please leave us alone. Well, thank you so much for sure. Have a good night.
Thank you, Nurse and Nerd. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Good night. Oh, y'all is in here tonight, honey. Hold on, Travis.
Ooh, child. Hey, Michelle.
Travis, you gonna give me a break now, ain't you? You gonna.
So, oh my God.
I'm ready.
So, firstly, the transsexual thing.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I understand both sides, but what I don't agree with is the transsexuals. They are a little bit disrespectful to the Black woman. And I feel like, how can you be disrespectful to a Black woman if you came from a Black woman?
That's how I feel.
So I do understand both sides. I just feel like, it just got to be a respect thing. Like, like Charlotte said, I agree with everything she said. Yeah, I'm a gay man myself. And I agree with majority of everything she said. She basically just pretty much just said, just do you. You ain't got to down us or nothing like that. And I agree with that. So I just feel like, you just gotta be respectful. And honestly, to be honest with you, that's why I could never get with the whole transsexual thing, like being friends with them, because they're just too messy for me. I'm just saying that's just my personal opinion.
Y'all see how I get beat up every single time I say something. I try not to say nothing because I'm tired of everybody in my DMs and stuff. Child, it's too much.
Now, about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I can say that the show hasn't been interesting in quite a couple of seasons. I think when Nene and Faith were on at the same time, I think that's when the Housewives was at its core. And I think when Nene was kind of like getting over it, it kind of like went downhill. And then when she left, it was kind of like, okay, so what they gonna do now? Oh, they're gonna have beef with Portia all season. And like I said, what happened? Boom. And I just feel like now they're kind of like reaching. They're trying to make it happen, but it's just not there. Like Portia, I like Portia, but she don't really have nothing going on really on show. But Dennis, I'm tired of hearing about that. Kenya is trying to make this fake marriage believable happen. Girl, you would never marry to this man. The man don't want you. He never sent you any emails, no text message, no letters, no nothing. He don't want you, sis. Just give it up. Candy, she's okay. She's more about her family. Cynthia, same thing. Getting married, being neutral. Who else? And Drew, I think that's the only interesting one for me because I like her on the show. But that's about it. And then I just feel like it's just like, okay, y'all just need to step back. And then next season, what they're gonna do? Bring in Sheree, and it's gonna be the same thing over and over. Like, I feel like y'all just need to.
They didn't give Sheree enough chances. They need to give somebody else that chance.
Yeah, like y'all done had this lady. She left in season 4, came back in season 8, and then she left again in after season 10. It's like, how many chances you gonna give the girl? Like, if y'all gonna let her stay or y'all gonna let her go? Pick a side. I mean, hello. And it's just, and then
we don't want to see her old recycled prison boyfriend storyline.
Oh, please. And that probably won't even last 5 minutes.
Right, the struggle of, like, they probably don't even go together no more. They done broke up already.
Yeah, and then the whole Peter and Apollo thing. Firstly, them is 2 good-looking men to begin with anyway. Yes, God. And, like, I just feel like, they shouldn't be judging Apollo because, he did what he did. He did his time. And now he trying to just make his living like everybody else. I mean, it is
I
still
don't like the fact that people keep talking about it's a scam. They scamming, blah, blah, blah. Why they can't flip houses? Why they can't invest their money and do, something that's legit? Like, I don't understand why everything has to be a scam.
And this is the shade. If there was their uncle or their brother or their cousin or their mom or their daddy doing it, wouldn't be a scam.
Okay.
So my thing is, like, judge that man. Like, if that's what they want to do, flip houses, let them do that. Like, how do you know it's a scam? You on the internet, on Instagram, looking like we just on Instagram looking. You don't know what nothing is.
Okay.
So it's like, certain people just be too judgmental for me. Like, they don't even know what be going on, looking and scrolling like the next person, thinking they know everything.
Right.
Then Funky, or I could say Shitty Dineva. That lady.
Dineva.
That lady.
Did y'all see what the people sent? Where is it? Somebody sent me this anonymous. I showed this in another show. This was an anonymous gift. I thought it was hilarious. It is literally an embroidered Junkie Dineva. I thought this was so funny. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, that lady, I can't do it. I don't like this lady at all because she feel like she is so booked and busy, and really, she's really not. And she be on Claudia Jordan's little YouTube show that her in, like saying, yeah, like it don't even, like, Claudia spent like what 5 episodes talking about Nene. So I just feel like Funky, then Funky Dineva, he get on there with his ashy lips, looking like he just went in the bathroom and snorted a whole line of coke. And he be talking like he got some inside scoop. Negro, you don't have no inside scoop. You don't have nothing. You don't have anything. And I just feel like he just stretching for a moment, and the moment's never gonna come. His time has ceased. Him and them dry ass wigs to be wearing, he can just throw them away, throw the YouTube channel away, just throw his whole clue because he's irrelevant at this point.
Oh, all righty.
And
I feel like there's room enough for us all. He can be successful. I mean, you know, he has a gift of commentary. You know, it is what it is. I would never take that away from him. You know, I feel like, you know, I played a hand in his success, so I will, you know, accept that responsibility. But other than that, you know, I don't have to like the man, and he's a junkie, and he will always be a junkie over here. So for all of y'all who get mad at me for saying that, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's your opinion, and
no,
who
it's
cares
not
what they think?
my opinion. That's a fact, honey.
Period. Well, that's all I wanted to say, Michelle. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate you. Call more often.
I will.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I like Travis. He was good. His personality is blunt and hit. Child, I'm just sitting here watching her now. I'm just sitting here watching. And look who's still in the back.
Yes.
The bang is still. He been hanging in there. She been hanging.
Yes,
What
girl.
is your preferred pronoun? She or he?
I'm just a gay man, honey. I'm a gay man. See, here's the things. I'm an old school bitch, baby. I didn't just come up last night. Okay.
Okay.
I've been around for a whole lot of years, and I know I talk a lot of X-rated shit because my mouth is very lethal when I'm on this good shit. But what I want you to understand is, Sinitra, I love all my girls on here. And I respect all their train of thought. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. It's not always about being a homophobic. People have their opinion because these people are dealing with down low men. You understand what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, bitch, you got to know your position. Okay? And that's not on no disrespect, see, because they say, that's it. You take me wrong, Michelle, but what I want you to understand.
I don't take you wrong. I should be laughing.
I respect.
I am not offended by nothing you say.
I respect the conversation. And what the conversation is about this trade, baby. And one thing about trade is, bitch, they'll fool you because when they got dick to their ankles, baby, every bitch gonna be brainwashed. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So know that and know your position and play it. You either go accept this bisexual
be
man.
brainwashing the women and the men.
That's what they do, girl. Listen, baby, let me tell you something. I thought I was the coldest bitch moving, honey. But every real bitch falls short for a nigga. But them are life lessons. You learn from that mistake. You understand what I'm saying to you? You take that lesson and you learn from it.
Okay.
And move forward. Okay? But I want women to understand is that we not against, me personally, I can speak, I'm not against the black woman. Because I love the black woman, honey. I don't hate on them. I try to tell them, bitch, let's regulate together.
Okay.
It's all about, at the end of the day, it's about that bag. I chase that bag. Okay. That's what I'm about, is them blue faces. Okay. I like them blue faces. And a lot of the trade, baby, produce a lot of blue faces. And they had a lot of these poor women, they go fuck them sun up. But when the sun go down, baby, they want that ass. They say they don't like the word boy pussy. Boy pussy is good and tight, and there's no competition. You understand what I'm saying to you? So
what about the girl pussy? What about the girl pussy?
Take the lesson as I'm producing it. Okay. Take and heed what I'm saying, baby. And apply it to your daily living. Okay. That goes for anyone. It's no disrespect, honey, because all my girls, I never had gay friends. I always ran with real fish. And when I say real fish, it's no disrespect. I want y'all to understand that. Okay. That's just the lingo. Okay. The gays had to invent a lingo, honey, that they understood together. And only thing about it is the real fish girls caught on to the lingo and start using it themselves. As Tamar Braxton is prime example. Okay. But I love that about her. Okay. I love that about her because there are real fish that love their gay sister, but they good Judy, baby. Okay. Every real bitch got a good Judy, honey. that can teach them about that motherfucking trade. That's want to meet in the alleyway, baby. When the club go out, the nigga that's gonna say, get that faggot ass, they say FAGG, get them away from me. Them is the niggas that want to meet you when the lights go out. And take care of you, give you all the money the bitches want to scam for. Okay. See, I can teach you a real lesson. Miss Charlotte, and I love Charlotte. Charlotte O is my girl. And when Dre come for her, I try to keep it official.
Well, I'm gonna let you go and finish drinking your drink, and I appreciate you for closing out with the benediction. Real bitch.
I'm gonna
you held it down, and
I'm gonna close out and tell you, Michelle, that baby, we on Nene Leaks and Michelle Brown channel, and I love it. All the gays, the boys, the girls, everybody loves it, and you keep standing for our good Judy, honey, because they trying to take our sister down. They've been trying to take for so long. They've been trying to shut the leaks down, and as they see, the program is interrupted. There is no original program until you bring the head bitch in charge back.
All right, swoop.
Okay.
Swoop it, woman. Okay.
Okay. Real bitches do real things.
All right, real bitches. Good night.
You have a blessed night, baby, and I love you all.
The same, love. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
Bye. Shout out to real bitches do real things, honey. I appreciate the people in the LGBTQIAX community who respect us as women. It is what it is. You know, sometimes it's, you know, certain terminology be offensive, and sometimes the way people say it is not offensive, and it is what it is. And we, you know, we love each other. We agree to disagree, and we move on. Now, I had a good time with y'all. I had a very good time. I really would like for you guys to put your aliens up. Shout out to who is this? Miss Dogan has sent me some change. Who is this? Kamina. Thank you so much, Kamina. And then we got all the people who sent some super chats. Miss Main Event, Gail Reed, Vanjie. Thank you so much. I'm sure some people are missing because, again, when I look in the back, it says no super chats or members. And I know I got some super chats and some members tonight. But if you sent something, you know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for supporting this stream. We talked about a lot of things. Now, y'all need to rewind this stream if you just got here, because we've been going in. And I don't know how we went right, we went left, we went up, we went down. We talked about Angela Stanton. We talked about Kenya Moore and this whack petition. We talked about, thank you, Teresa, so much. Thank you, Afia. We talked about the gays, the trans versus the women. We talked about Mister Cee and his love of trans women. We talked about so much. I can't even remember. It's been 2 hours and 16 minutes worth of fun, and this wasn't even planned. So definitely go ahead and like this video, share, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified when I go live again. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. But what I do know is we're planning a game night, hopefully this weekend. I gotta get with the squad to make sure. So if you are not a member of the Patreon, go to patreon.com. iamATLien. We have a good time. We have a good time over there. We hung out last night for 2 hours. I'm not going online today. It is 1:18. I need some rest, honey. Said, we just got here. Lucinda, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I hung in tonight and I took all the calls. Y'all see how I did that? I took all the calls. Right. Game night. See, I just got it. Y'all play too much. Okay, I'm out. Thank you for calling. Thank you. You see how crazy I am. Thank you for joining me tonight. I certainly appreciate all of the good times. Good night.